What's up, everyone? This is the fourth episode of the Power Progress podcast, and today we're joined by a recurring guest. Introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Matt. Thanks for having me again.
Yep, so we're going on again today. So pretty much what we're going to be doing today is answering some commonly asked questions on Reddit, pretty much going through, giving all the advice that we can, giving our 2 cents on everything regarding diet, nutrition, training, biggest beginner mistakes, where to start, where certain case scenarios, if you messed up or failed and you feel like you don't have any other progress, or just anything and everything we're gonna go over. So yeah, we got a couple questions here. So this first one is from r/lose it. I don't even know what this Reddit is. Oh, healthy and sustainable methods for weight loss. Cool.
That
So this
makes sense.
person says, what were your first steps when you decided to lose weight? Hi, everyone, 28 female, and I plan to start my weight loss journey to be a better version of myself. I've been contemplating a lot of things for a month now, trying to figure out where to start and what I need to do. I'm 204 pounds and 158 centimeters. I don't know what that is in inches, but okay. As you know, we're American here. But the main reason, wait, that's weird. Why did you use pounds but then centimeters? Why not kilos and centimeters? Because that's like how they weigh themselves, right?
I got no idea.
Yeah, me either. Anyways, the main reason I want to lose weight is that my partner and I want to conceive, but we can't. Being obese or significantly overweight makes it harder to get pregnant. I was not aware of that.
I
Interesting.
did not know that either. No.
Yeah, good to know. I'm starting to get frustrated and pressured since I'm almost 30. I'm also not sure whether a keto or low protein diet would help. Huh. Some articles I read talked about various plant-based diets, and I'm already confused about which path I should take. I would appreciate if you shared what was effective for you guys while you were starting your weight loss journey. Okay, so there's definitely a lot to unpack here. I'll give my take on this first. So 28 female, you definitely feel the pressure. The pressure definitely felt here, like, oh, you're 30 years old and like you still don't have everything put together. I know most of you guys watching this video, you're probably like man in your 20s, but a similar thing could apply to you of like if you're in your 20s and you're like, hey, this is the time of my life, these are the peak years where I need to like show up for myself, have my dream body. You probably feel that pressure too, more than ever before, especially if you've been like procrastinating life and just losing weight or getting started in the gym, whatever it is. But yeah, contemplating things for a month now, what to start, what I need to do. Yeah, your reason is definitely viable. I don't know. I didn't know that before, so I can't speak on pregnancy myself because I don't have research on that. But so a keto or low protein diet. Oh, okay. So keto, first of all, I tried it. Have you ever tried keto, Matt?
I tried. My parents were doing it a little bit. I tried to get in there on it, but wasn't very sustainable.
Exactly. Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, keto is like you cut out all carbohydrates as much as possible because you can't cut out all of them. But it pretty much leaves you with foods that are high in fat, foods that are high in protein. Now, the reason it does work for some people, because I'm not saying it doesn't work, it does work, but it's not really sustainable or realistic for everyone. So the reason people do lose weight with this is because you're eating higher protein, plus carbs are very high in calories typically. So that's why it makes sense to cut out all carbs. But now the problem arises when you try to just live a regular life and go out to restaurant dinner with your friends or try to cook something, but you're like, oh, I can't use bread because it has carbs, or I can't go out to eat because there's carbs and whatever we're going to eat. Or you can try to suffer and get a salad for the rest of your life, whatever. The point is like it's really hard to stick with for the rest of your life. So that's why ultimately it's not a very good diet. You will lose a lot of weight. You might lose weight really fast, which also leads you to lose muscle, which is really not good. Do you have anything to add, Matt, about keto?
Yeah, with keto, I mean, it works for some people. Other people, it doesn't work. But the body needs carbs to survive. Like everything you need to intake, you need to survive. And cutting out stuff like that, I don't know, it may just make you feel, I guess, less active. I mean, you may be eating healthier, but it just makes you feel like crap.
Yeah, exactly. It made me feel awful. Plus, like, I'm just against cutting everything out in total. I mean, we'll probably have conversations about this too, but like, Even cutting out sugar. Like if you cut out sugar, you can't eat fruit because fruit has sugar. Why would you not
Exactly.
eat fruit? Fruit is super low in calorie and it's high volume, so it's going to keep you full for longer. And it's also less calories, so you're not going to gain weight. Because ultimately, the biggest thing to take away from this is like it's calories in, calories out. All these diets they work or don't work because of calories in, calories out. Keto is typically lower calorie. That's why some people lose weight. Now, low protein diet. I don't know why it's highlighted. What is that? Open. Huh. Something about a article about a low protein diet.
Hmm.
Mice fed a low protein diet, increased lifespan, improved metabolic function. Well, ultimately, what I'm going to say, just with the low protein diet, without giving it too much closer of a look, I don't know all the research on that, but just thinking from a logical standpoint, protein, it helps in so many ways. Like it helps you keep
Exactly.
you full for longer because protein takes the longest to digest. Carbs can digest fairly fast depending on what source they are, fats as well. But protein keeps you full for longer, sits in your stomach for even more time. Plus, it allows you to build muscle. So when you're in the gym and you're training, you need protein to repair that muscle to make it grow. So I don't understand how a low protein diet would help. The only thing I would think it would make it worse. This is my first time hearing about that. I don't know. Have you ever heard about a low protein diet?
I mean, not really.
Uh,
I mean, the only diets I know that would be more low protein is like veganism and vegetarian, just because there's less sources of getting those natural proteins, like complete
yeah.
proteins that you need.
Yeah, less options. I mean, but they even they still get their protein. Like there's gluten-free vegetarian like protein bars or like lentils or tofu or
Oh yeah, yeah,
beans. Like
yeah.
it's
I'm not, I'm
possible.
not,
But
I'm not hating on those, but like it's like
mm,
I guess it's a bit more difficult. I mean, you can get it if you want to, but like say you don't have any like restrictions like that, like there's not really a need to go onto a diet like vegan or vegetarian if you don't even like believe what they believe,
exactly, it
like
has
because
to
those
align with
are
your
like
morals. Plus, like
exact.
if it's not like a huge moral thing for you, like you don't really care, then you're just like cutting down your options. Which like it's
Exactly.
possible, but like with less options, you feel less freedom and you feel more tied down. And the point is, you don't want to feel like you're on a diet. That's the thing. Like
Oh yeah.
you just want to feel like you're just living life, and it's just not. It ain't a thing. You know, you gotta think about it like that instead of like I'm gonna do a diet because diets are temporary. Lifestyle
Yeah.
changes are for life. That's the whole point. Okay, yeah. So that plant-based diets, which you kind of talked about. The confusion part is huge. I understand why so many people are
Oh
confused.
yeah.
I was confused, but I know you've been confused too. Like it's just, I feel like everyone does. Um, because there's so many options. And when you don't know that it is calories in, calories out in the beginning, it's confusing because like, why do all of these work? Which one works the best? Because I want to get the best results, right? It's ultimately just what works for you, honestly. Because some of
Exactly.
these like keto, low protein, it might work for you, maybe. But what I would suggest is just finding lower calorie, higher volume foods. So like fruit, like I love watermelon is awesome, delicious, sweet, and it fills you up a lot. Like eating an entire watermelon, dude, that would fill me up so much, and
Exactly.
that's probably like I don't know, maybe 700,000 calories, which is like not much for that much food. Like you are gonna be so full. That's kind of a ridiculous example, but yeah, low calorie foods, higher protein, it's like the opposite of this. Honestly,
Oh
what
yeah.
I would say. Yeah. Yeah, because tracking my calories was the first step. I agree because if you don't even know your calories, how are you supposed to know anything? Just
Exactly.
getting in the daily routine of tracking, it'll feel like a lot at first, but like over time, it'll start to become just a normal thing. It becomes a habit. Like, oh yeah, of course I'm gonna log my food. That's just how it goes every day. And even if you do, like, some people are afraid to put in their like cheat foods, like when they cheat on their diet, they're like, oh, I don't want to put that in. Doesn't count. Or they just don't want to
E-
see it. Dude, just still put it in
Exactly.
so that you at least know you're like, yeah, I fucked up, but know how bad you fucked up because it doesn't mean the end of the world.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, that's our answer for this one. What's the next one? How to start in the gym. Can you read this one, Matt?
Yeah. Let me get that. Said, "Hey guys, a week ago my ex broke up with me over WhatsApp after almost 5 weeks of silence. She
No.
wrote that we had actually been broken up for even longer and that was really no reason. Later, she wrote that I had messed up and destroyed her trust. Nothing serious. I didn't tidy up her apartment perfectly while she was in the hospital. Took some food from her fridge that I paid for, which she couldn't eat due to health issues, and threw away expired spices. TBH, I'm fucked, and now my time has come to visit the gym. Do you have any tips on how I can start best? What should I pay attention to in terms of nutrition? How often and how long should I train at the beginning? Which supplements should I use that are budget friendly? I'm currently undergoing treatment with, I don't even know how to say that. Oh, Accutane.
Yeah.
If you need to know, are there any special considerations I should be aware of? When will I see slash notice first results? Just for your information, I'm about 180 centimeters tall and weigh around 80 kilograms. Thank you.
Huh. Okay, so another one that's a lot to break down, but that's good to have more information than less. This is an Ask Men, by the way, so specifically for men. Yeah, that breakup, interesting scenario. There's
Yeah.
definitely probably more that we didn't get in his post, but that's whatever. Point is, he's heartbroken. He needs help. He wants to get in shape. It's time. His time has come. He knows. Have any tips on how I can start best? Track your calories
Oh yeah. Yep.
and start going to the gym. It sounds simple because it is. Like just starting, just going, you're gonna mess up. You're not gonna know everything. You're gonna look like a fool a couple of times, but it's okay. That's just how everyone starts. Obviously, learn as much as you can. Probably asking on this Reddit's pretty good, but
Exactly. Yep.
yeah, just starting the gym 4 days a week, an hour each session is all you need. And then yeah, lowering your calories, eating more protein. It's like the simplest way to put it. What should I pay attention to in terms of nutrition? Protein, low calories. We kind of went over that, but like I'd say take in anywhere from like 20 to 60 grams of protein in a meal. Maybe 60 is a little too much, like 50 every meal. So that way you're getting in constant protein rather than just trying to shove it all into one meal, which just the body can't break that down.
Yeah.
Um, how long should I train in the beginning? I would say, yeah, just an hour a day is literally like all you need, especially as a beginner. Like that's enough time. You're gonna make gains regardless.
Yeah. Those newbie gains hit.
These newbie gains do hit. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna make the most progress in the first year than you will any other year, unless you
Exactly.
hop on PEDs, but it's fine. Um, what do you think about that, Matt? What should he pay attention to in terms of nutrition?
In terms of nutrition, it kind of depends on what he's going for. Based off of his weight, I'm gonna say he's trying to lose weight and gain more muscle. Um, yeah, I guess yeah, low calorie, high protein. There's uh there's a lot of like options out there for that, your meats, stuff like that. And yeah, he should definitely, track calories, all that, just so he has like terms or not terms, but like a sense of what he's at. Like maybe for like a week before, he should try and eat normally, see how much he is actually eating, because that's something a lot of people don't know is like how much they're eating.
Just realizing your calories, realizing how much everything is. And like some people don't even know how to read the nutrition labels, and it's not even their fault. Just like um I've said this example before, but one of my clients I worked with, he was literally like, oh, I would eat a bag of Cheez-Its, a box of Cheez-Its, and I would say like 160 calories on the side, and he thought like whole box was 160 calories.
Oh
And then when he ate like
yeah.
half of it, he was like, oh dude. I'm like, yeah, that's no, that's like per serving. It's like per 52 crackers is like 160, which is a lot more of that in the whole box. So you know what I mean? Like just it's what the nutrition labels do. So just to get a good sense, definitely track your calories. I agree. What supplements should I use? And using Accutane right now. Accutane doesn't really impact any other over-the-counter supplements,
Yeah.
but creatine has been proven, it's natural. It's been proven to improve your muscle recruitment, so you actually be able to push yourself harder in the gym, put on more muscle. You also lose water weight, which is kind of nice. Caffeine, to be honest, caffeine for the gym, caffeine during your day, You're not on caffeine, you're gonna move more, you're gonna like jitter and move throughout the day, and that's gonna burn a little more calories. So
Yeah.
caffeine, especially in the gym, because you can push yourself a lot more. It's a fun part of going to the gym. I think even as a newbie, it's okay to do that pre-workout or just coffee or whatever.
With
Um,
with the with that caffeine is like if you're going like the energy drink way, go for those more, low sugar, zero sugar ones just because those don't have 80, 90, like up to 200 calories per drink, which you may not even know you're intaking because calories like in drinks, people are like, oh, it's a drink. It doesn't really have calories,
Dude, yeah, that's what
stuff
that's
like
where a lot
that.
of people mess up too. Yeah, with their calories is like they just think, drinking doesn't cost many calories, but like a Coke is like 180 or 200. Like a can
I
of
think those are
Coke,
like 210. Yeah.
yeah, 200. That sounds about right. I don't know. I haven't had them in a long time, but
If you do
yeah, and
like
like it's also like if you're thirsty and you're not drinking water, you're just drinking a soda. You're still thirsty. You're still gonna want liquids. So you're gonna drink all that, but you could have
exactly.
had the same thing fulfilled for 0 calories. And that 200 calories is something you could have eaten. You could have had some chocolate. You could have had some sweets, whatever it is you want, but instead you just drank some soda. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
why would you do that?
But like, I mean, when it comes to that, as long as you know, hey, this drink has this many calories. Like this has 90 calories in it. I'm drinking it. I know that it has 90 calories. So that's 90 less calories that I can intake later on, but I know that I'm drinking it, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Being aware. So yeah, if you consciously want to make the decision, like I know for a lot of people, like getting their Starbucks coffee is a big thing. Like you want to have
Yeah.
your oat milk and your brown sugar and your matcha, and like yeah, like or your frappuccino. Oh, God.
That's where it gets
But
you.
just
That's where it gets
know,
you.
yeah, those are very high in calories. Like frappuccinos are like 500 almost. Um, Brown sugar shake and espresso is about like 180. But the point is just know that they do cost calories. Don't think that you just
Exactly.
don't have to drink anything. Another thing is protein powder is a good supplement for
Oh
sure
yeah,
if
yeah.
you're finding it hard to get your protein in. Because like I said, with that same analysis of like drinking your calories is easy, drinking your protein is also easy. That's a plus side of it. Of like
Exactly.
if you're struggling to eat your protein, you can just drink rather than have to eat a pound of chicken breast.
Exactly. And also if you don't for some reason enjoy like making a protein shake, you can throw that powder into a smoothie, could throw it into some pancake mix, make some good like protein pancakes with it.
Yeah. That's another thing too. Yeah, finding your favorite meals and then making those low calorie and high in protein is such a
Exactly.
cheat code. So many good recipes all over the internet, like YouTube Shorts, TikTok, IG Reels. They all got so many people with millions and millions and millions of high protein recipes, low calorie recipes. So like, you're still gonna enjoy it. It's gonna taste like 80 to 90% the same as the other ones. I even like some things better than the regular
Oh
snow.
yeah, some of them are like a lot better.
Yeah. Is there any special considerations I should be aware of? Don't know what he means by that. When you start, you're gonna mess up, I guess. That's something I would,
Yeah.
you have to accept that. When will I see first results? As long as you're going 4 days a week for an hour and you're actually pushing yourself a decent amount, not just showing up doing, oh, what looks good? Oh, this looks good. Let me just do this for 5. Cool. Let me do something else. Like you actually have to have some kind of plan. And there's again a bunch of tools on YouTube, on TikTok, Instagram, a bunch of people posting workouts. Just do one of
Exactly.
those. You're gonna have more of a structure than doing it by yourself because that's really not a good place to be.
Exactly.
What do you think?
With when he's gonna see his gains, again, it depends on the person. And honestly, when you're doing it yourself, it may be harder to see your gains. But other people may see it and they're like, hey, have you been working out? You're starting to look like slimmer. You're starting to look like you have more muscle. But yeah, with him, considering he may or may not have worked out previously, and also depending on his goal and what he's going for, is I guess the skinny fat type. I've seen gains within a month or two.
Yeah, I would say like a month or two, especially if you so the point I was making is like if you're consistently training, probably at least like your very first sights of gains, probably in the first month, second month, third month, you're gonna actually start seeing big changes.
Exactly.
And that goes all the way through the first year, I would say. But yeah. Okay, so well, let's see what the people said, honestly. Probably hopefully a similar thing to us. Starting strength. Find out if you want to bodybuild or hoist humongous loads. Oh, if he wants to bodybuild or do strength training.
Yeah,
Eh, I don't know. If you want to lose weight, I wouldn't go for strength training because those people, it benefits them to have more weight on their body. So,
exactly.
oh yeah,
Like
that's another thing.
if you wanna look good, powerlifting probably isn't the way to go. I mean, not saying that powerlifters don't look good. Like they can move some insane amounts of fucking weight.
Yeah,
But yeah, it just depends on your goal and what you're aiming for.
yeah, some can look good, but yeah, that's another thing. This guy says figure out what your goal is and why you're working out. That's true. So, what you actually want to do, how much weight you want to lose, how much body fat, how much muscle you want to build, what kind of numbers you want to put up, like maybe a 135 bench if you're a beginner.
Yeah.
And then why? Like, why do you even want to do this? Why is this important to you? That way, instead of relying on motivation all the time or like random videos to inspire you, actually getting the discipline because you're like, hey, I want this because I want to show up for my family. I want to prove to myself I can do something that's hard. Whatever your motivation is, your discipline. Just think about your reason why. Remember that over and over. That's very important. Um, Find a workout split for sure.
Oh yeah.
That's important. It's not super important, but it is. So you're not doing random things. You're not having like a back day and an arm day and then a chest day. You gotta like train every muscle 2 times per week, optimize the muscle growth. So the split that I do is a push, which is chest, shoulders, triceps, pull, which is back, biceps, and then leg day, quads, hamstring, calves, and then a quads, which is your legs, back, and abs. It's like a fourth little fun day. 4 days, you're
Mm.
doing every muscle 2 times a week. So very optimal. You have anything to add?
With my split, I'm going I start off with a chest and back day, and then after that I'll go for a legs day. So I'd hit about two workouts really hard on my quads and then my hamstrings, and then I throw some calves in at the end, and then I hit some abs, and then after that I go arms, so shoulders, triceps, and biceps, and then after that I got a rest day. But just because it's a rest day doesn't mean I'm not in the gym, so I throw some cardio in there. I do cardio after every workout, and then yeah, that rest day, and then just repeat for the next 3 days.
Yeah, pretty solid split. Pretty solid split.
Yep, pretty fucking solid.
All right. So we helped that guy out. Cool. I don't know why I was giving this air. How to start working out in the gym. Okay. Similar as the other guy. Let's see. I'm I'm eager to, oh God. I'm eager to begin working out at the gym, but I feel a bit shy. I have an apple body type. I have never heard of that. So it's just round. That's kind of rude to yourself, dude. Don't give yourself that much discredit. And I'm keen to trim down the fat around my abdomen while also building up my chest muscles. However, I'm hesitant to go to the gym because I'm worried someone might laugh at me for not knowing how to use equipment properly. Where should I even begin? Would it be a good idea to hire a gym trainer to guide me? I'm feeling a bit lost and uncertain about what steps to take next. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. Edit, thank you for everyone. Support means a lot. Okay, couple things here. Feeling a bit shy in the gym. Start us off, man. What do you think about that? Feeling shy?
Feeling a bit shy, that definitely happens to a lot of beginners when they're going to the
Everyone.
gym, especially the more I guess the more rounded type of people. I don't want to be rude
Yeah, like
about it, but
if
yeah,
you're already bigger, you're gonna feel a little more insecure just naturally as like a exchange. Just makes sense.
exactly. But like feeling nervous that, oh, people are going to judge you for doing the workout wrong. Like, no, they're not going to. I remember being worried about that a little bit when I first started, is like, oh, people are gonna laugh and point at me doing this workout wrong. But most people mind their own business in the gym because they're there for this one sole purpose, and that's to better themselves. But if somebody is like laughing and pointing at you, don't take it to heart. Like, they're, I guess, projecting their own insecurities out on other people just because they feel, oh, I don't feel good about myself, so I'm going to make other people not feel good about themselves, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's all about the people who like, yeah, fat shame, especially in the gym. Like if you're
Exactly.
shaming someone who's in the gym for being overweight, like why? They're in the gym, they're making a difference about it. Why would you not be happy for them? That's what most people are. So yeah, like you said, I feel like most people in the gym are not going to judge you.
Oh, yeah.
And even if so, even if they are judging you, they'll just keep it in their head. You won't be able to tell. Which like that might like worry some people, but like it's just the inevitable. Everyone always judges everyone every single
Oh,
day. So,
everybody's fucking judgy.
but yeah. So Apple body type, don't be so hard on yourself. Trying to trim down some fat around my abdomen. Okay. You can't target fat loss. You can't
Yeah, no.
choose a certain area and be like, I want to burn fat right here, or I want to build muscle right here. You can target muscle building more because you could like, say you only wanted bigger arms. You could train triceps and biceps only 4 days a week for years, and you would have nothing else grow except for your arms. But fat loss is not the same way, and that doesn't mean you would lose fat in your arms. It just means you just build more muscle there. Fat loss
Exactly.
happens however it is. So look at yourself. However spread out your body fat is, it's gonna stay in those same proportions. So like say it starts at 100%. Say for me, for example, maybe I have 60%, 70% in my legs, body fat, 20% in my stomach. Now we're at 80%. The rest of the 20s in my arms, my face, my neck, whatever. That's just my proportions, roughly. So you have
Exactly.
your own proportions as well. So like when you lose weight, all that's gonna go down 1 or 2 levels, but it's still gonna go down in that order. So that means my upper body would get leaner and my stomach would go before my leg fat starts to go. That's just however my body's built. And your body's definitely the same way. So if you carry extra fat around your stomach area, it's probably going to take a good amount to get rid of that. So it's okay, but just know it's possible. And then while building up my chest muscles, if you really want to bias chest, just go extra hard on it. Maybe a couple more sets of chest per day, per workout. I mean, that every time you hit chest. But if you're going 4 days a week, which is all you need, just a couple more chest exercises and you're actually pushing yourself, then you'll build chest. But I recommend still building everything else, not just only hitting chest, obviously.
Exactly.
Um, yeah, where should I begin? Would it be a good idea to hire a gym trainer? I feel like that's not a bad option because they definitely know more than you. And the fact they're willing to accept that is good. You got to be willing to be like, look, I don't know what I'm doing. I need some help. That's okay. It can be a little pricey, but if you're not getting results from just watching videos online, watching how people do things, looking up form videos on YouTube, which I think you definitely should be doing, even if like you're advanced. Like I'm advanced, I still watch YouTube videos or like um Instagram reels every once in a while, like what kind of form tips to think about. So I'm constantly thinking about the form, make sure everything is correct and spot on. But especially when you start, learn from that first before you go spend hundreds of dollars. But a gym trainer would definitely help you. Not
So,
necessary, but it would probably boost your progress. We think.
yeah, with the gym trainer, they will definitely help a lot. Again, also, as you were saying, like, try YouTube and stuff. Look at that. But yeah, if you want to spend that extra money on the gym trainer, they know exactly what they're talking about. They went to school and stuff for it.
Yeah,
Go with one of them if you feel you need to. They can help you with like nutrition, all of that.
exactly. And getting help online too is pretty cool. Yeah, this guy said I started this gym this year as a newbie, and this is the answer. No one cares. Put headphones in, trying everything out. Um, I don't know what these things are. But I realized this is a Philippines LGBTQIA plus community. I didn't know that, but cool, this is here. If you got the extra budget, get a trainer just for a month or two. Yeah, that's fair. I agree. Yeah, as long as you know the equipment, have a general idea. Yeah. Yeah, this guy makes a good point. Scheduling your gym hours not during the peak is cool. There'd be less people there, so that would definitely help you out.
Oh yeah.
That's what we give on this guy. Next question. How do I utilize the gym? Complete beginner. I'm extremely skinny. So this is a little different scenario.
Yeah.
52 kilograms. Wow. Okay. 167 centimeters, 18 male. And thanks to a few other life events, I finally decided to work on myself. The new gym has opened up near me recently, and I'm thinking about joining one. I'll be able to devote around 2 hours of my day daily, I think, in the morning. You think or you know? You need to say you know. Don't say I think. It's like give up. Anyways, I'm worried about what others will think of me there. Same problem. Also, I have no clue how to utilize the gym to gain strength plus muscles, what exercise to do. Kind of people, please help this plebeian. Gosh. All right, man, go ahead and jump in on this one.
So extremely skinny, that's a different thing than the past few ones, but having a hard time work on yourself. New gym is open. Think about joining one. Yeah, definitely go and join it. Be confident on when you're gonna go. Set like a gym schedule around your normal schedule. Be like, okay, I got this going on, this going on. I have 2-3 hours in between this. I could throw the gym in there. And focus on diet as well for him. Since he's extremely skinny, I'd say high protein and then bump up the calories a bit more than if you're trying to lose weight. And yeah, 52 kilograms. That's like what,
I think it's like
110,
120.
120,
Yeah.
something around that. Um, yeah, I'm worried about what other people think of me while I'm there. Don't don't worry about other people. They don't care. Uh, yeah, just work on yourself. Don't care about what they think.
Yeah.
And I have no clue how to utilize the gym to gain strength muscles. Do your research, look at, how to gain muscle with your like diet, different workouts to do, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So extremely skinny. Like we said, different problem.
Oh,
Finding your biggest calories, still knowing how much you're eating in a day, and then just realizing what that number is and then upping it from there. So I'd say up that about 350 calories week one, 700 week two, 1,000 week three, so on and so forth until you're actually happy at your weight. Because as long as you're eating those same amount right of calories, you're actually on track, then you'll be good. You'll
yeah,
be getting everything, you'll be gaining weight. Yeah, which is probably what you want to do. It'll help you put on more muscle too. Um, 2 hours of my day daily. Don't go daily. It's way too much. I mean, you can go do cardio like you do, Matt.
oh
But
yeah,
yeah, I would say all you need is like four days a week. You can spend an hour. You can spend an hour and a half if you want. All you need is an hour as long as you're going hard enough. But if you want to go an hour and a half, I wouldn't say 2 hours. But you got to think about also another thing is like budgeting your time of like, okay, how long does it take me to get changed, drive to the gym, start my workout, do your whole workout, drive home, shower, whatever. They can think about all of that time that it takes. 2 hours is
exactly.
probably fair. But
Yeah, that's like a whole
exactly.
that's like a whole extra hour on top.
Yeah, depending on how far everything is, how quick you are. But
Exactly.
of workout, all you need. In the gym, 1 hour, you're out. I've done it myself. It's what I do all the time. It's amazing. A lot of time for the rest of your life too. So the gym doesn't become everything. Um, yeah, worried about what other people think. We went over that before, but just don't care. It doesn't matter. People who judge will just they have their own problems. And just you just gotta kind of ignore them as much as it
Exactly.
just the reality of everything. Um, I have no clue how to utilize the gym. Yeah, so find a good split, find some good workouts online. If you're not sure on the form, just look it up. Look up the form. Even if you don't know the name of the exercise, I actually remember when I started, I was having that problem. I was like, what is that movement where you're going here and then out here? And No, I know it's the Arnold press.
Something
It's
Arnold.
not.
Yeah,
It's like you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't know that just seeing it. You're like, what is that called? Or like,
exactly. And with that, like trying to figure out the name of a workout, like look up, best shoulder workouts or best chest workouts, and then if it's a good workout and you should be doing it, it'll probably be one of those videos with that actual name.
yeah. If you look up a workout and there's not many videos on it, like a certain movement, it's probably not a good movement.
It's probably not going to be good for you.
Yeah. Um, don't do anything too strict on yourself either. Like you don't need to be power cleaning, which is where like the barbell's here. You
Yeah,
like thrust it up and then right? Is that it? Yeah. I
yeah.
have
They
to
used to
do a
make us
lot.
it was in football.
Yeah, football, wrestling inside it. Yeah. Seems athletic, but a lot of risk with it. But the point is, yeah, don't hurt yourself, go crazy. If you want to start with just machines, that's completely fine. It's not bad to start off with. So just doing something, getting started, using the resources that you have, such as like being online. Um, yeah, needs to eat a good amount of food. I agree. Getting your protein will help you build more muscle. Um, saying oil is good. That's definitely high in calorie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, warm up whenever you do your exercise. Rotate neck, shoulder, wrist. I don't know about all that. I mean, I would say shoulders, but your neck and your wrists,
No,
guess it
you
doesn't hurt.
definitely don't want your joints to
If it doesn't
be like
hurt, yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. Compound movements. This is huge. This is huge. Yes. Like we said on the split for the day such as the push day, chest, shoulders, triceps, a bench press or push-ups, like he says, is working all three of those muscles, triceps, shoulders, delts. You're getting more bang for your buck rather than just doing
Exactly.
like a pec deck or doing a tricep push down. You're only training, excuse me, that one muscle. So if you can train multiple at the same time, do it as much as you can. I would say 2 to 3 compounds per workout, and your workout should already probably have a good amount of compounds in there. What do you think about compounds, man?
Compounds are definitely the way to go. Like with squats, you get what is it, hamstrings and glutes all in one,
And quads,
and quad. Yeah.
like
Did I say
everything.
hamstrings?
You say hamstrings. It does hamstrings too.
I
Yeah.
meant I meant quads, but yeah.
Yeah.
And then with deadlifts are a little more on the danger side, just because if you're not doing that form correct, you will definitely hurt yourself. But with that, it's hamstrings, probably a little bit of glutes, some lower back in there.
Yeah. Lower back, lats, glutes, hamstrings, quads, forearms. It's a bunch of things. Like deadlift is
Yeah,
almost a
yeah,
full body
and some
workout.
forearms in there too. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but a good rule of thumb, especially when starting, we should have said this for the other guy too, but it's like go light and weight. Don't feel the pressure
Oh,
of
okay.
people are watching, people are judging me. I'm bench pressing using the 15-pound dumbbells while this guy next to me is benching the 85s. I feel like a dumbass. Dude, it's okay. You're learning. Everyone was learning at one point. Everyone
Exactly.
started. No one was born out of the uterus bench pressing 225 pounds. You know what I mean? Like, no one,
Exactly.
they all had a day one. You have to remember that. So when you're worried if they're going to judge you, they probably just see themselves in you from when they started. That's the
Like
truth.
everyone was like you at some point. I mean, obviously there may be different body types. Someone may have been a bit fatter than the other person. Someone may have been skinnier, but
Yeah,
there's everybody started somewhere. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, good YouTube channels are probably good. Yeah, follow people where you like their advice and you try it. You have to try what you learn. Otherwise, it's not going to do
Oh,
anything. Try what you learn, use it. If you like it, you like the person, follow them, keep using their stuff. That's pretty simple, honestly. Um, yeah, if you really want to get into the nitty gritty of the details of like the workout, you would go slower on the eccentric. So what that is, say I'm doing bicep curls right here, curling up. I want to go slower, about half as slow on the way down. So you go boom,
exactly.
slower down, boom. So it goes for any movement. So even something like the pec deck where you're here, boom, slow and controlled. When you go
Exactly.
more
Yeah.
slow and controlled, it puts more tension on your muscles, therefore allowing you to building more muscle. It's true. Yeah. So definitely we're done with here. What was this Reddit? Bang, bang more?
I don't know what that
I don't
is.
know. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm glad we were able to help him out. Okay, now we've got anotr one in r slash lose it by shot thing. Go ahead and read this one, Matt.
I'm convinced skinny fat is inescapable. The thing is, I don't want to build any muscle. That's a little goofy. I just want to lose all the fat I've got hiding my body. Love handles, stomach fat are the issue. The thing is, I don't see how the trap can be possible to escape without severely damaging your body and also causing yourself to look old. Just by proxy of how much stress you go through trying to lose weight in the skinny fat stage. I don't know what to do. I eat like 1.5 thousand calories a day for the last year, do but due to doing almost no exercise at all, I'm so skinny, fat AF, and my body is so soft I hate it. But to lose weight, what do I do? Intense cardio while still eating 1.5 thousand calories. That will make me ill. Same for lowering my K calories as well. There's no way out of this. No way out other than liposuction for skinny fat people, I think.
Jesus.
Definitely do not want to stick to that 1.5 thousand calories. Doing intense cardio while eating that makes you feel
No.
ill. Yeah, that's
Here's the
because you're not
thing,
eating enough calories.
dude. He's lying. Not lying. He's misinformed. There's no way you're only eating
Exactly.
1.5 thousand calories. No, you're not tracking it correctly. Either you're not actually weighing your food with an approximate weight scale that actually tracks your food
Exactly.
correctly. You might not even have a general idea of your calories. You might not even be tracking your calories, period, and you're just guessing, oh, like 1.5K based on this. No, you're not. That's not true. Just track your calories. Because I
Exactly.
can tell you straight up, never seen this dude. You're not eating 1.5 thousand calories unless he's shorter than 5 foot tall, then no.
Exactly. And with
But
that 1.5 thousand calories, there's no way he's only eating that because he would be very skinny, like anorexic even,
exactly.
because of that many calories. That's like what your body needs to function throughout the day. I mean, it's
Barely.
different throughout different people, but
Yeah. But I'm
one
saying if he is like 4 foot something, then maybe, that's above his maintenance calories. But you
yeah,
didn't mention that, so it's most likely not the case. Most likely you're just not here. Okay, so another thing, you don't want to build muscle. Uh, okay. I
you do you, but
it would help you because the thing is, when you have more muscle on your body, muscle burns more calories than just being skinny or being overweight because that muscle requires more calories to operate to hold on to it. So building muscle actually helps you lose weight, it goes hand in hand. So that's why you're able to build muscle and lose weight at the same time because they go with each other. That's how the muscle metabolism works.
exactly.
And you
And
need more calories.
with that building muscle, I think it's like one of those common misconceptions to where you think like if you build muscle, you're gonna look like a fucking bodybuilder, and some people don't want to look like that. Like, no, you're not gonna look like a bodybuilder by building muscle. Like,
Yeah.
your body has muscles for a reason. You need muscles to function as a human being.
Yeah, that conversation is crazy. I do get some people in my DMs that are like, I don't want to get big and strong. I just want to be a little more toned, a little more lean. That's what most men, I believe, want. They want to have a six pack. They want to have some veins, maybe a bicep vein, something like that. They want to feel comfortable without their shirt off. They don't want to be huge and muscular like Arnold or Ronnie Coleman, which is true. It's so hard to get to that point. Super hard to get big and muscular. Like, it's not like, oh no, I accidentally got way too big. I wish I had that problem.
To get big like that, you're gonna need steroids like they did back then. You're gonna need
Exactly. Plus,
steroids
like, a
like
lot of commitment.
but also just because you're taking steroids doesn't mean you're gonna fucking blow up just like that. It still involves a lot of work. It just makes it a bit easier to do it.
And you can get still big and muscular naturally,
Exactly.
but it takes
Oh yeah.
so much work. You got to eat a lot of calories, be on top of your protein, on top of your training to get to that point, and have really good genetics on top of that. And if you're already skinny fat, you probably don't have very good skin like genetics already. It's just the truth. So
Exactly.
don't worry about
Most
that.
of
You
those
didn't mention that though. So
yeah. Most of those natty bodybuilders have been lifting for like
5 plus
5 to 8
years,
years, maybe like upwards 10.
10,
Like
15, yeah.
it's a lot. And they look like compared to like somebody on steroids, they look okay.
Okay,
Like
yeah, the average, yeah.
compared to that, they look average. But like when you think about, oh, they're natty, they didn't take any drugs or anything for that. Like that's just impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, so he doesn't see how this trap can be possibly escaped. He's got a real big mindset issue. If you feel like you can't get through it, you won't be able to get through it. If you think you're never going to make it out, you'll never make it out. Fixed
Exactly.
mindset. Sorry. It's what's going
Like
to help
nothing
you.
is impossible.
Exactly. So I don't understand how this can be escaped without severely damaging your body. It totally can. As long as you're not crash dieting and hopping on 1.5 thousand calories, slowly lowering your calories by 350 below your maintenance every week until you're comfortable at where your body weight is at. That's what's going to help you slowly lose weight. It's not going to harm your body in a big amount. You're not going to be starving hungry as long as you're eating the right foods that are high in protein, lower in calories. And yeah, causing yourself to look old based on how much stress you go through. Yeah, it can be stressful if you make it stressful, but don't make it stressful. We're giving you the information right now. Like, this is the information. I bet people in this Reddit are giving him information. If you just follow it, it's not much stress as long as you do the work, because it's not that hard work. It's just some changes, which if you already have bad habits, yeah, it's gonna take some work, but it's gonna have to happen at some point.
Yeah. And with what he's saying, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for this one is if he is eating those 1,500 calories, he's harming himself more by doing that than he would be if he was eating, let's say, 2,200 and working out, burning 400 a day.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure the average woman's like maintenance calories is like 1,800.
Yeah, I was gonna say 1800. Yeah.
Like he's eating severely lower than what he should be.
Exactly. And he was doing that every day for the last year, but no exercise. Yeah, exercise would obviously help. That's your big
You
thing.
need
It looks like he knows it too. That's why he's asking it that way. If you already know you need exercise, dude. You won't build a crazy amount of muscle, especially if you're not trying to build muscle, but just lifting will help you. Exercising, intense cardio is still not it. He even said, intense cardio, that will make me ill. Yeah,
don't don't do intense cardio then. Go out for a walk. Like go walk 2 to 3 miles a day.
that's a big ass. But yeah, definitely what I say just like 10 minutes a day, just a nice walk, just get out there and relax and get it off your mind. Yeah, but just some low intensity cardio where you can just go for hours and hours because it's so easy is way better than intense cardio for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, because you're going to be actually harming your body. It's
Exactly.
awful. You're not going to want to do it again.
With that, I'm like one of those people who would find cardio a bit boring after a while. But like there's ways you can make cardio fun. You could swim, go for a hike, you could go shoot some hoops for a while at the park for like an hour or so. And that's cardio. That burns calories.
Exactly. Yeah. And he said, same for lowering my calories as well. That would obviously hurt your health clearly because you're already at 1.5K. Liar. But that doesn't
Exactly.
mean actually track your calories and then go to 1.5K. No, we're saying find your maintenance from there, lower by 350 each week till you're happy. Okay. Yeah, there's no way out other than liposuction. Dude, come on. That's a limiting belief. That's the easy way out. And you can still gain weight that way. It's true. So don't think about that. You're just making excuses.
And also with liposuction, it's gonna give you like I don't know how much this guy weighs right now, but he's going to have a lot of excess skin because removing fat that fast is going to cause you to have excess skin. But like if
Mhm.
you do it gradually, like that, the skin has time to shrink back down to where it was before.
That's a good point. Yeah. He did say he was worried about looking old, which that would make you look a little bit older. Plus,
Yeah,
he's skinny fat and not really like necessarily obese or just fat. So he probably doesn't have a huge amount. But yeah, saying it's inescapable, like, dude, there's so many people on this earth, myself included, but like got out of being skinny fat. And I hope there are people do the exact same thing. It's possible. It's not inescapable. If so many other people did it, why do you think you're some special butterfly where it's not going to work for you?
exactly. I think he's having commitment issues with it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this guy makes a good comment here. The issue of being skinny fat is being under muscle. That's true
Exactly. Yeah.
because you don't have any muscle as a base. You just have a good amount of fat, but if you have more
So
muscle,
yeah,
you look even better.
without the muscle on that skinny fat part, accentuates the fat. Like there's nothing else to see besides the fat, so it makes you look more fat.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm not putting any consistency and effort to escape it. It's the harsh truth. Yep, I believe. I agree.
Exactly right there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And
I was close.
I know you're good. With what I was saying, one of the comments down below said you're not gonna like accidentally become buff by doing weightlifting, like we were saying earlier with the you're not gonna become like a fucking massive ass bodybuilder by lifting weights for fucking 2 months.
Yeah, exactly. All right, this one is a dense one. Woo! All right,
Damn.
I'm gonna drink some water and get to it. Controversial. Breakfast makes me hungrier and therefore overeat throughout the day. I've had this theory for a while just based off my own experience, but I put it to the test today. For around a month or two now, I've been mostly skipping breakfast and just eating lunch and dinner, but I had the occasional few days where I ate breakfast on those days. I felt really hungry all day and started to notice a pattern. This time, I'm thoroughly convinced. I've consistently skipped breakfast for 10 days straight, just a cup of tea and or coffee until lunch about 12 to 1 p.m. and then dinner sometime between 5 and 8 p.m. and felt absolutely fine on just 2 meals a day. Didn't feel particularly hungry, enjoyed the meals I ate, didn't feel the need to snack in between. Then today, I realized I had meetings 11 to 3 p.m. and thought, I may not get a chance to eat lunch, so it might be a good idea to eat breakfast today just in case. Oh my God, do I regret that decision? This is interesting. I had a nice protein-rich breakfast at around 10 a.m., thinking it would keep me full. 12 p.m. rolls around, and I've been so distracted due to hunger since then. I decided to sneak a snack in around 2:30 and then again at 4:30 because I couldn't take it any longer, but this didn't help the hunger subside at all. I know I'm going to dinner at 7:30 in about an hour, which wouldn't normally be an issue, but I'm not even joking. I think I might pass out if I don't eat again before then. My stomach is so noisy and loud as well. People around me can definitely hear it. What is it about breakfast that just ruins my appetite control for the rest of the day? Does anyone else have this experience? Okay, first off, the reason you're having these feelings of snack and like feelings of insane hunger is not because you ate breakfast, it's because you switched lunch for breakfast. You switched
Exactly.
lunch
That's
in order to have breakfast. You're having all this time routine where you're not getting food, where your body is used to getting food at lunchtime. And then you say, well, I'm gonna eat it earlier, and you're blaming it on breakfast.
exactly. Like I was listening to that and I'm like, okay, so it sounds like you switched your lunch for breakfast. So there's that. It's like the mentality of, oh, I'm not gonna eat lunch today. So that could be why he's feeling more hungry, you know?
Exactly.
Is, oh, I'm not gonna eat lunch. I'm gonna be starving, stuff like that.
Plus, you shouldn't be only eating 2 meals a day. That is a big L. Don't do that. At least
Also,
at least 3 meals. I eat six
exactly.
times a day. The more you eat, the better. Just because
Yeah,
if it's lower in calories, you can afford 4 to 6 meals a day.
exactly. And there's nothing wrong with snacking as long as you know what you're snacking on, what's inside of it, calories, protein, like that. Like there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with having a snack throughout the day.
And you even said like sneak in a snack. So that makes me think that it was probably something that was bad. Maybe like a bag of chips, maybe a sandwich, which isn't awful, but like maybe like Oreos or something. I don't know. We don't know. But the thing is,
Exactly.
your snacking is probably bad because you're snacking. You're not thinking, okay, let me eat lunch because you need to eat consistently. And the thing is, well, I had a protein-rich breakfast. First of all, we don't know what his idea of protein-rich looks like. Some people have different definitions of things. It could have been like avocado toast, which has like barely any protein. It's healthy, but it barely has
It's
any
a
protein.
lot of, has a lot of good fats in it, but
Yeah. You could have had that in 2 eggs, which is like, I don't know, 25 grams of protein, 20. Oh, protein rich. No, to me, protein rich is like 60 to 80 grams of protein. But
protein
anyways,
rich breakfast, from what I think, is like a breakfast sandwich or a breakfast burrito that has like 3 eggs in each. Like you have like two of them, 3 eggs in each, with like some ham or like
some kind of
chicken
meat or
and some
sausage.
kind of meat as well on top of that, with some cheese and stuff in there for
Yeah,
extra.
cheese also has that protein. Yeah. Okay, he says, edit. I did not realize this would get so many responses, let alone so many that agree. Thank you. I'm surprised. I was obviously hoping for a few like-minded people, but I guess this is less controversial than I thought, as some have commented. It's not that I ever bought into the breakfast being the most important meal of the day thing. It's just that what everyone else around me says. In my personal life, I feel like people comment and think it's somewhat unhealthy to skip breakfast, like it's a bad habit. I also feel like when I ever read dietitian advice online or watch YouTube videos, they always recommend to have a filling breakfast and say the skipping breakfast will lead to craving junk food later on, whereas I have the exact opposite experience. Dude, no, if you ate breakfast, lunch, dinner, which you should still be eating more than that, whatever, but you would not have any kind of cravings because you said based on lunch and dinner alone, you have no cravings. If you eat breakfast in the
Exactly.
morning, then a bunch of dinner, you're still gonna have no cravings.
Back in high school for me, I wouldn't really eat breakfast
Me
just
too.
because I didn't, have anything to grab. And then when lunchtime came around, I'd be hungry as hell. So I'd get lunch, and then I'd still be hungry because I didn't eat breakfast that morning. So I'd get another lunch, eat that, and then
And they just gain more weight.
yeah,
Makes sense. Yeah. Like you need consistent protein throughout the day, consistent food in you. It's going to help keep you
exactly.
full and help keep you not cheating, especially when you have a straight mind, you can think about it. You can think about, okay, this food is good for me. This is a low calorie food. This is a high protein food. Rather than when you're like on starvation mode, your brain is like, oh, I need food. I need food. I need food. You're going to eat whatever looks good to you. And it's probably going to be those
Exactly.
junk, those tempting things. So I've seen a few comments about the sweet breakfast and sugar spikes, but I honestly don't think the composition makes that much of a difference for me. As the breakfast I had yesterday was scrambled eggs and feta cheese. Okay, so scrambled eggs, that's probably like 2 to 3. Let's be real here. Probably doesn't have a bunch. And feta cheese. Yeah, it's higher in protein. It's not super necessarily high, but it's probably higher than whatever he's consuming regularly. And the thing is, like I said, the snacks probably were pretty high in calorie, I'm just assuming.
Exactly.
But having sugar would definitely spike and it does make your cravings a little bit worse when you do have sugar. But if you say you didn't have it, it still doesn't really make a difference.
Exactly.
Also want to highlight the few comments that mentioned breakfast making them feel nauseous because I had this experience when I was a child, but was obviously made to eat breakfast before school and hated it. Maybe some people's body clocks are actually wired this way. No, no, I don't know what you're eating. I've never had that feeling unless you're eating a bad breakfast. If it's not good food, you're not going to enjoy it. Eat something you enjoy.
Exactly.
Easy fix. I've had a few comments asking how they can try this. I just want to put out there that I wasn't meaning to post this as a recommendation. If you notice you're a hungry person in the morning who needs breakfast for energy, I wouldn't try this. However, if you notice you're not actually hungry in the morning and just eat because you think you should, then give it a go. I don't promote this. I don't support this.
You know,
I don't like intermittent fasting. Like you said, it makes people want to crave, makes them want to binge, and eat unhealthy foods later in the day. That's what I've seen typically. So even though this does work for him, good for him, but promoting it so much, having people like, oh, try it, they're going to gain more weight and be more confused at the end of the day, probably getting even more weight because they try it. Maybe they lose a couple pounds. They can stick to it for a week. But after that, they're going to fold eventually and get hungrier later in the day, eat more calories. They're probably not even tracking their calories, to be honest. But
exactly. Yeah.
you're just going to gain more weight than you did in the first place, which is like not good. And I definitely don't about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not telling him necessarily, you need to eat breakfast. If it works for you, okay.
Yeah. It works for him. It works for him.
Yeah, this is another thing. This guy says, however, on the weekends, I stay in bed till 8 till 9 a.m. On those days, I go one meal a day. I have no issues, only drinking tea/water until eating dinner. Dude, one meal a day is insane. I think I've tried that technically. It wasn't intentional. It was more of a thing of like, well, I'm just not going to eat, and I would eat a little bit. But one meal is not enough. If you want to put on any significant amount of muscle or lose a decent amount of weight, you're gonna need to
Exactly.
eat more than one meal a day. Four to
Oh yeah.
six is what I say. Because you need to fuel yourself with the protein. You need to make sure you're full, so you're not gonna be craving. One meal a day is obviously gonna lead to a bunch of cravings, and you're not gonna be able to get in your protein because you can't take on a bunch of protein at once. Your body can't use all that in one taking. You won't have energy throughout the day. What do you think about that? One meal.
One meal is definitely not the way to go. Like you can eat too much, but there's also such thing as eating too little. And you'd think, oh, if I eat less, I'm gonna lose weight and I'm gonna be healthier. That's no. If you eat too little, that's just as unhealthy as eating too much and being overweight
Yeah, and you'll
because
gain it back more and more.
your body is not getting the sustenance that it needs. So your body will start like shutting down because it's not getting the right amount of energy that it needs from calories because calories are energy.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
that's how it works.
Yeah, that's why your body needs them. Okay. All right. Now this one is a little different case here.
Yep.
I'm 16 and morbidly obese. How can I lose the weight? Hello, just as the title says, I'm 16 and morbidly obese. I've tried to lose weight in the past, but it never works. I just want advice on how to lose weight. I'm around 305 to 310 pounds and 5'2". When I tell people my weight, they're genuinely shocked because I've been told I look around 230. I just really need help on what I should be eating. Thank you. What do you think, Matt?
Uh, Definitely need to eat a bit healthier, less calories, more protein. I definitely get what they're talking about when they're told that they look a lot less than they normally are, because I've had that. I've been told, oh, you look like you're like around 170, 180, when in reality I was around like 200. Like it just depends on where your weight is stored, you know? Like you could have more bone mass than other people, so that's why it may look uh you may look like you weigh less than you actually are.
Yeah, definitely
But
just
yeah,
to
definitely need to start dieting more. Definitely put in some workout as well.
yeah. So if you start working out, lifting weights, that's definitely like the biggest thing of advice. So I think that's what we're seeing a common trend here. People just want to lose weight, and losing weight is not good. Losing fat is what you want to do. You want to lose fat.
Exactly.
There's a difference. Lose fat, lose weight. There's a difference. You want to lose fat. If you burn body fat, build muscle, he'd probably be back. He would probably be around 230 with what he's telling us right now. And if you gain
Exactly.
more muscle too, because obviously that's a high amount of body fat percentage if you're 5'2", but you're also 16
Exactly.
years old, so you'll definitely grow a little taller. I hope. No, you will. But the thing is, yeah, you're gonna hopefully they'll help you slim out a little bit more, but definitely changing what you eat because you're definitely in a calorie surplus, or you've been on a high calorie surplus for most of your life. Um, Tracking your calories is more important than choosing what you should be eating. Just tracking your calories and knowing your maintenance, knowing that you need to lower by 350 each week, and hitting that point, then going into the specifics of like, okay, what foods, what does that look like? Because if you just think of like, oh, I'm gonna eat more fruits and vegetables, that sounds nice, but like no one's gonna stick with that. What does that mean? Why, how does that help you? You don't understand how that works. It does work because it's lower calorie, higher in volume, which is good, but you have to realize that, understand. Consult with your doctor. Yeah, that's fair. I have people actually come to me where they're like, hey, I've talked to a doctor and they say where I shouldn't worry about what I eat. They should just focus on exercise and regular cardio, which like does help, but it doesn't actually make a difference.
Exactly.
Most
And with
people.
that, your doctor only knows as much as you're telling them. Like, so you could like tell them, hey, I'm eating this when in reality you're not. Like, you're eating like fucking four McDoubles every day for lunch or something.
Yeah. If you say, oh, I have a
Like,
high protein diet, I eat healthy about most days out of the week, then that could mean, yeah, you're eating two McDoubles every day, which is high in protein technically. Um,
exactly.
Eating healthy could be like, oh yeah, I'm eating some bread with olive oil on it and avocado, which is like high in calories. You're gonna keep gaining weight that way. They just, yeah, they only know as much as you tell them. Weight loss medications, I don't know about that, but
I don't know if any of those have proven to work.
yeah, I wouldn't really recommend that. But just yeah, cut out sodas and snacks. That's a little different. I would say optimizing for meals is better. If you were really dying hungry and you want a snack as long as it's still low calorie or high protein, do that. Have some protein
Exactly.
bars, have some high protein ice cream if you want. That stuff's good. Like I said, there's a bunch of recipes and stuff. So it's okay to eat more meals. It's okay to snack. It's not the end of the end of you.
Yeah. Again, with that, with like the sodas and stuff, like if you have to drink it for some reason every single day, go to a diet or zero sugar version, but
Exactly.
also don't drink it for fucking everything. Like have like one glass a day. That's it.
Yeah.
Like you gotta
Or just
portion it out.
cutting it down. If you're at like 10 regular Sprites a day, Sprite cans, then have 5 diet Sprites in a day. Sprite zero,
Exactly.
whatever. Like it's less, it's better. Instead of saying cut it out completely. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it for a reason. So
Exactly.
whatever you can do to make the least amount of resistance and make your diet as easy as possible and just fit into your lifestyle, the better it's gonna feel.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, this guy makes a really good comment. Please don't overcomplicate things. Start small so you don't get overwhelmed. Be
Mhm.
proud of yourself. More calories. Drink more water and less soda. Yeah, that will probably help.
Yep.
Yeah, food is not the enemy. I agree. Moderation, balanced diet, start in the gym. Exactly. Cool.
With that like diet soda thing,
Yeah.
like a while ago they proved, oh, these are worse for you, like they'll cause cancer or whatever, but that you have to be drinking like fucking 80 of those a day
Yeah.
for
The
it to actually start
aspartame.
causing shit like that.
It was like the aspartame is gonna cause cancer. Like, yeah, in very small cases, but like it's not realistic, dude. The thing is like,
You have to you have to be drinking that in excess for it to actually start causing
yeah,
major
more
health problems.
likely you're more likely to get like cancer from drinking alcohol rather than from diet soda.
Exactly.
And that's completely legal to drink alcohol as much as you want, obviously. So not good, but just
Oh
not
yeah, no.
not something you should worry about. It's a cancer thing. So okay, r/diet now. Go ahead and read this one, Matt.
I need help on how to start a diet. Hi everyone, I'm here because I need help starting a diet. I'm in what? I'm in looking around
Okay.
trying to see what fits me and I don't know where to start. I have looked into keto. That's a weird spell. Okay. Looked into keto, fasting, and some other things, but I'm having trouble picking something because of my job. I have a heavy duty job where I constantly run, walk, pick up a lot of things, and just move for 10 hours every day. I want to see if anyone had any ideas of what kind of diet I can do with that kind of routine. For some reason, every time I get home, I'm always so hungry and that I crave sugar, and I don't know why. Can I please get some guidance on where to begin? I definitely get that. My previous job had me moving around a lot and feeling more hungry. So with that, you definitely want to eat more, filling type things. That way you're not like
Craving is hard.
craving as hard. And like with them trying keto, that's not gonna help because cutting out those low carbs are filling and
Carbs are an
carbs are
energy
okay.
source.
Exactly. Like rice. Rice is a carb and it's good for you. It'll help
Yeah,
fill you up more.
exactly. Like the carbs from a Pop Tart and the carbs from rice are extremely different. Like
Oh
for
yeah.
Pop Tart, it's gonna digest really quickly in the next like hour. The rice is gonna sit in your stomach for probably like 2 hours at least, longer time. Yeah, I think he means keto. I'm pretty sure, unless there's a different
I
diet
think that's
called
it looks like it says keto. Unless
Quito. Let me
keto is a thing.
see if
I
there's a
don't know.
diet called
I think it's
keto.
keto.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
it's
keto.
keto.
There's ketogenic diet. Yeah. Um, Interesting. Yeah. I'm having trouble picking something heavy duty job. Yeah, the job is good. You're definitely gonna lose weight by being active. You have more calories. The reason you're so hungry is because you're probably not eating throughout your shifts because not everyone has a chance to. But even at your lunch break, you might not be eating a satiating enough meal or packing snacks for you to eat throughout the day. So it
Exactly.
causes you when you come home, you're really hungry. This is what a lot of people go through when they starve themselves, when they try fasting or the strict diets. Is they come home and when they finally have that window where they can eat, like intermittent fasting, they're going to eat everything in sight because they're so
Oh yeah.
hungry. And the ghrelin is actually the chemical inside you that makes you hungry. Your ghrelin spikes are going to be way up there because you just worked a hard
Oh
day,
yeah.
worked a decent amount of calories, and you probably didn't have much to run off in the beginning. So that's probably why you're craving sugar too. If you are craving sweets, I crave sweets sometimes too.
Oh yeah.
There's 0 calorie sweeteners like stevia, Splenda, things like that. You can use those in cooking to make sweet treats for yourself. They're honestly way lower in calories, so you can still hit that.
Yeah, and they have zero sugar things that taste like they actually have sugar in it. Like
Exactly.
you can get that, like feeling that you're tasting it without actually, intaking all that sugar. Which there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with sugar
Exactly. It's just high, really
in
high in
in
calories.
moderation. There's nothing wrong with sugar in moderation.
In moderation, yeah, as long as you're not getting diabetes or like having it affect your calories too much because it is high in calories.
It's
But
the it's the added sugars that gets you. Is like when they add sugars into it. Like natural sugars, perfectly fine. Like if he's craving sugars, go home, eat an apple, eat a
fruit,
banana,
yeah,
eat fruit.
exactly. There's a lot of good fruit too. Not everyone knows. They think of like, oh, have an apple, have a banana, eat broccoli for a vegetable. No, like there's a lot of good fruits like oranges,
Strawberries.
peaches, strawberries, blueberries are so good. Just to name a few. Pineapple, awesome.
Like
I like cantaloupe. I know not everyone does, but I do.
they
Yeah.
may be they may be high in sugar, but they're good sugars. They're
Yeah,
natural sugar.
it's good for you, and it's not going to add a bunch of weight on you.
As long as you're not eating 500 strawberries in a day, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah. Now, yeah, what kind of diet? Just whatever works best for you, dude.
It depends on the goals. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to do keto, I don't get it, but just take what you already eat, write down your favorite meals, write down five to 10 of them. Look up high protein, low calorie, that meal, whatever it is. If it's pizza, high protein pizza. If it's ice cream, high protein ice cream. You can find these things on the internet. And if you
Exactly.
spend just a little bit of time to make them, you'll be able to hit everything, have a good diet, lower your calories, maintenance, minus 350, minus 700, minus 1050. It's pretty much just 350 over and over until you're at a comfortable weight. So that's what we would
Exactly.
say on r/diet. Okay, last one here in r/lose it again. This is a cool Reddit. How to get rid of skinny fat. I think for my height, I'm a reasonable weight, 5'10", 18-year-old male, 164. Oh,
Oh yeah.
that was almost me a little while ago. I was a little heavier than that though. And with clothes, I look great. However, without, I look a little bit overweight. Okay. Based on some basic Google searches, maybe misdiagnosing, it seems like I have skinny fat. Yeah, skinny fat body, I guess it means.
Yep.
The top advice seems to be major diet changes and a muscle building routine.
Yep.
However, I don't know anything about either of these. I extend my fitness routine. The extent of my fitness routine right now is basically just avoiding anything really unhealthy and taking 4 to 5 medium pace, 1 hour jogs a week, plus a lot of long walks. What would be the most efficient way to change my diet/muscle building routine to get rid of the belly fat? Are there any sorts of tools I can use for this? Diet workout apps? I already have Apple Fitness Plus. How do I build a routine for working out? Any advice is greatly appreciated. Okay, skinny fat man, I can help you out. I'm here for you. I was there. So major diet changes is not the key. Small, subtle changes. If you're eating like absolute garbage, yeah, it's gonna be a major diet change.
Oh yeah.
But avoiding the super unhealthy things is good because those unhealthy junk foods are typically higher in calorie. They're not gonna fill you up. When you go out to eat some McDonald's or Cane's or whatever, like you're not gonna feel super full after. If you do, it's gonna be for like 30 minutes to an hour, then you're gonna want to eat again. That's the reason you don't want high calorie, low volume foods. Not good. A muscle building routine is definitely what you need to do. It helps you get out of the skinny fat way, especially. Also helps you lose fat at the same time. Um, the jogs and walks are awesome. If you can keep up with that, definitely keep doing that. That's steady state cardio, which is great. One of the best things I would say. Maybe you don't need to
Oh,
go for an hour. If you want to do 30 minutes, that's fine. If you want to do 10 minutes, that's fine. But the more you're doing is better. That's definitely what I would recommend over intense cardio any single day. What do you
exactly.
think?
Yeah. Some cardio is better than no cardio. So as long as you're getting your cardio in, it's gonna help with that cardiovascular system, help your heart, all of that. And his diagnosis is definitely right. 5'10", 164 pounds, definitely skinny fat. So yeah, definitely need to diet with a higher protein, lower calories. Um,
Yeah,
throw that in there and then build that muscle because when he builds that muscle, there would be, more to look at other than the fat that's on there.
exactly. It kind of takes the attention away from the fat if you have more muscle.
Exactly.
Plus, it helps you even lose the weight lose the fat, body fat, to make it look even better.
Exactly.
Yeah, any sort of tools I can use for this. YouTube.
YouTube. YouTube is like
It's the king. Just learn everything that you want.
exactly what
Don't.
I say is gotta I graduated from YouTube University. You
Me
know,
too, dude. Yeah,
I
honestly.
learned a lot of stuff through that.
Exactly. And it helps a bunch. Um, but don't drown yourself in knowledge to where it doesn't make sense to you and it feels too overcomplicated and you don't do anything because it's too complicated. So keep it simple, lower your calories, go to the gym 4 days a week for an hour. That's all.
Exactly.
It's that simple. It's that
That's
easy.
the recipe
Actually
to
do it.
success.
Not everyone actually does it though, and that's the thing. Or they confuse it with everything else. Oh, I need to be in the gym 2 hours, 3 hours. I have to go on keto. I have to do all this. Like, dude, no, that's the confusing BS of the fitness industry that is lying to you. You don't need all that. So
Exactly.
this guy definitely got a good base going on. This was 9 months ago. He's probably lost a good amount of fat and
Oh yeah.
muscle. Jeff Nippard's YouTube video on recomp. Yeah, Jeff Nippard's a really good YouTuber. I also have a video on recomping myself. I can leave that in the description for you guys who haven't seen it yet. But yeah, good old fashioned consistency. Exactly. If you're consistent, you're gonna win regardless. Like
Oh yeah.
at some point you're gonna win. Even if you make a bunch of mistakes, if you're consistent and you never stop, you're gonna win eventually. That's how it goes. Yeah. Anything else to add on this one, Matt?
Uh, definitely with what that comment right there says, drink water, get sleep. Like if you're not
Yeah.
drinking your water, if you're not getting a good enough sleep, your muscles are not going to recover as much as they should be doing. So it'll kind of like stunt your progress, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, rest and recovery are definitely a big, huge, important thing too as well. Um, yeah. So pretty good. We broke down a lot here. So skinny fat, overweight, straight up skinny. Gave you all the answers to everything. Hopefully this didn't leave anything missing for you. If this did, give you like a clicking moment where you're like, oh my God, that makes sense. It's that simple. Oh my God, I'm gonna do that. Leave it in the comments, let us know. Or if you still have any other questions about anything, let me know in the comments as well and I'll respond back to you. But yeah, pretty much just wanted to help see these common questions, see how we can help fix them. What's your key takeaway for anyone watching, Matt?
Key takeaway is look out for, you know, like have a goal set in your mind, what you want, research for it, and then yeah,
Do the
just
work.
find a like solid source for your researching because oh, you may get this from this person, this from that person. It may like contradict.
Yeah.
So kind of like go out and look for, you know, what most people are saying will work that what most people are saying that will work because that'll usually tend to be the right way.
Listen to the information that you get, use it, try it yourself. If it works for you, if you see results and you like that person, follow them. Keep watching their stuff, keep learning from them because it's going to give you a big takeaway from it all. So, yeah, pretty much that. And if you are currently feeling lost and you feel like you're unable to lose weight, you're skinny fat, you're overweight, whatever it is, and you just don't know entirely what to do, or even from this video or from some other ones, you've gotten some pieces of the puzzle, you've been a little closer to it, but you just want more one-on-one help from someone who's actually done it themselves. I will leave a link in the description where you can apply to work with me. I have 4 spots left for the month of June. So apply down there. And if you're a good fit, I'll be in contact with you from there. But pretty much that's all we have for today. This was a really fun episode of the podcast. Yeah, that was pretty good. We will catch you guys next week. Remember, you got this.